Ever wondered how to remove stubborn stains from your clothes? We've all been there. A spill, a smear, a blotch that just won't come off. It can be incredibly frustrating. Well, no more worries. There's a solution for every stain. First things first, identify the stain. Knowing the type of stain you're dealing with is crucial for effective removal. Like a detective, you must determine the culprit. Is it blood from a minor cut or scrape, or perhaps grease from that delicious pizza? Maybe it's wine from a lively dinner party or oil from a cooking mishap. Each stain has its own characteristics and requires a unique approach for removal. Once you know what you're dealing with, you can use the right method to get it out. Now let's dive into the stain removal methods for blood, grease, wine, and oil. First up, let's talk about blood stains. The secret to removing blood stains is cold water. Hot water will only set the stain and make it harder to remove. Soak the stained garment in cold water, then gently apply soap to the stain and rub it until it disappears. If the stain persists, you can try using hydrogen peroxide on lighter fabrics, but be careful as this can bleach the fabric. Next, we have grease stains. These can be particularly stubborn. The best way to tackle grease is with dishwashing liquid. Apply it directly to the stain, rub it in, and then wash as normal. The dish soap's degreasing action will help break down the grease and lift it away from the fabric. Moving on to wine stains. We've all been there. A slip of the hand and your favorite shirt is covered in red wine. But don't worry, there's a solution. Start by blotting the stain to remove any excess liquid. Then, cover the stain with a generous amount of salt or soda. The salt or soda will absorb the wine, pulling it out of the fabric. After that, wash the garment as usual. And finally, oil stains. Similar to grease, oil can be tricky to remove, but a good solution is to use baking soda or cornstarch. Sprinkle it on the stain and let it sit for about 20 minutes. This will absorb the oil and make it easier to wash out. Once it's done its job, brush off the powder and wash the garment as normal. Each of these methods is effective, but remember, the sooner you act, the better. Stains become more difficult to remove the longer they're left untreated, so as soon as you notice a stain, start the removal process. Remember, the sooner you treat the stain, the better your chances of getting it out. Here are some general tips that can help with any kind of stain. Firstly, it is of utmost importance to treat stains as soon as they occur. The longer a stain sits, the more stubborn it becomes, so quick action is key to successful removal. Secondly, avoid the instinct to rub the stain, as this can actually push it deeper into the fabric. Instead, blot the stain gently with a clean cloth to lift it away. Lastly, before you go all in with a stain remover, it's wise to test it on a small, hidden area of your fabric. This will ensure that the remedy doesn't cause further damage or discoloration. With these tips, you should be able to tackle any stain that comes your way. Stains on your clothes can be annoying, but they don't have to be permanent. In this guide, we've learned how to identify different types of stains, whether it's blood, grease, wine, or oil. We've also discussed the most effective methods to tackle each of these tough stains. Remember, the secret to successful stain removal is acting quickly and using the right method. So next time you find a stubborn stain on your clothes, don't panic. Just remember these tips and you'll be able to get it out in no time.